You learned in this module how to set properties in SAML with attribute syntax, property element syntax, and content syntax. Now I want to ensure that you know what collection syntax is. Let's take this stack panel here as an example. Inside of the property element stackPanel.children is a text block element. The stack panel inherits the children property from its base class panel. As you can see, the children property is of type UIElementCollection. Now, when the SAML parser reads this stack panel element, it creates a stack panel instance. The SAML parser is the logic in WPF that reads the SAML document to create the objects from it. Now in this case here, the SAML parser does not assign a new text block instance to the children property. That would not be possible anyway, as you cannot assign a text block to a property of type UIElementCollection. And in addition, the children property is read-only. So, instead of this, the SAML parser detects that the children property of the stack panel is a collection, and so it calls the add method on that collection to add a new text block instance. If you add, for example, an additional button element in SAML, the SAML parser also adds that button instance to the stack panel's children property. So, this is the so-called collection syntax. Instead of just assigning a value to a property, the SAML parser calls the add method on the collection to add every element to that collection. Of course, you can improve the SAML snippet on this slide with the content syntax that you learned in the previous clip, because the children property of the panel class is specified as a content property. This means that you can omit the property element stackPanel.children like we did it already in the previous clip. Now this little snippet is using content syntax and collection syntax. Alright, now let's wrap up what you have learned in this module.